Hola, what's up, man? Motor is in. We are on the home stretch. What's up, Tony? Motor's in. Just got to put the turbo kit back on it. And I actually wound up changing out the computer in the car. Just to cover my ass with this car because we really destroyed number 5 cylinder, and I have not found anything to point to what caused the knock on it. So I just want to change the computer out on the car and make sure we're 100%. So the new computer's in the car. Trying to get somebody to come over here with an IDS so we can flash it with the as-built data, and then we can put the Lund tune into the car. But we're still probably, I want to say, maybe a week out. Daycare is ridiculous, man, isn't it? How many kids you got in daycare, Bullock? I pay $800 a month just for one kid. It's crazy. What's up, Ryan? 2, God bless you. So that's pretty much where we're at with the car, guys. Motor's in. I got all the pretty much most of the top of the motor, the injectors, all the harnesses plugged in, fuel system. Now I just put the car up in the air. I'm gonna get underneath and we'll throw the drive shaft in it, hook up the starter, the alternator, wires, all that stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. My kids are gapped. I have my oldest just turned 18 last week, right? And then I have an 11-year-old girl, and then I got my 2-year-old son. So I got a big space, man. Trick or treat me either, man. It's gonna run this time. This car is gonna work 100%. I really got a lot of faith in it. I'm feeling good about it, and we did change the compression on the car too. We went to 11-to-1. A lot of guys are going 12-to-1, staying stock compression. We dropped it 11-to-1. We're gonna throw some more boost into the car. $20 and $24. Oh, your kids. Wow. I'm not that old though. You got me beat. What are you, early 40s, late 40s, Tony? Victor, what's up, man? Guys, let's give the video a thumbs up. Oh, we got Rock over here. You guys want to see Rock? Rock, come on. Get out, Rock. Get out. People want to see you, Rock. Come here. Come here. Look, the people. Look. The people, huh? Looking for a squirrel or something. The car, trick or treat. The car made. So here's the thing. We put the car on a dyno. And we made like 640 to the wheels, but we had issues. The car, we had no timing in the car. I had about 12 degrees of timing, only 7.5 pounds of boost. But the car was having a knock issue in cylinder 5, and the car kept pulling timing. So, I mean, we weren't really able to make any power because of the issue with the knock. And so that's that. Now, I mean, I don't know. We should be able to make good numbers. I mean, I'm not going to put any numbers out there right now, but we will when we get on a dyno. We'll let you guys know, and we'll record it and we'll post it. We're good for that. There's your buddy Rocco, Victor. That yes. So apparently, there's a guy out there right now with an 18 running an aftermarket oil pan. Um, I did think of that, and I was, really thinking about doing that, but I didn't. I'm still with my stock pan. But apparently, there's a pan out there. I don't know who makes it, but there's a guy out there running an aftermarket oil pan on an 18. Here's another thing too. Even with an aftermarket oil pan and this eliminator kit, turbo kit, it's so tight. I mean, the up pipes run right next to the oil pan. There's really no room to dump back into the pan. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, they are hard to handle in the street. They got to put the right tire on too. And then here's the thing too. I mean, it don't matter what tire you have. There's only so much power you can put to the street without any prep or anything. What's up, Gotham? How you doing, man? TicToc's motor is in. What's up, Street? Motor is in. Um, About to put the drive shaft in. I got everything hooked up top, all the wires, plugs, all the harnesses, injectors, intakes on. Um, we're getting close, man. We're really getting close. I'm gonna put the drive shaft in tonight and hook up the starter, plug in the alternator, tighten everything up underneath, and then I'm gonna lower the car back down, and then I'm gonna start working on the turbo kit, and then we're getting close, baby. I'm shooting for like Friday. Well, here's the thing too. So the only thing that's probably gonna hold me up is I changed the computer to PCM in the car, so I have to get somebody to bring over an IDS and flash it with the as-built data. So it's either gonna have to get somebody to bring one over, or I'm gonna have to trailer the car to the dealer. And then after I get that done, obviously it's not gonna start with the as-built data, but then I can flash my tune into the car. You know what? You guys know, man. I just do. I just make shit happen. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't my first car I built. This is the first car that has given me so much trouble. I've never had any issues with any cars I built like this. I might have, had issues, broke things, been able to figure out what it was. This car is been testing me every way, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. This car has been testing me 100%. Um, and like I said, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna make it happen. And I got a really good feeling about this time with the car. I'm a little, I'm a little upset that I wasn't able to find the aha, like, aha, here, this was your problem, Dave. This is what's been going on with the car. We have not been able to find that. We found multiple very good possibilities, um, but nothing to say like here it is, like aha, like I found it. I have not found that. So like I said, I don't know, man. I changed some of the indirect injectors. When we originally lost the first motor, we blew 4 and 5 cylinder. We popped the tops off the pistons, and I changed out them direct injectors this time. Possibly, I could have had a damaged one. But I did have them flow tested, and everything seemed to be okay. But that doesn't. It's not 100% say the injector's okay. So I just went ahead and I changed out 2 of them, and the 2 pistons that I lost, 4 and 5, I changed out them direct injectors. I sent the port injectors out and had them clean and tested, and everything came back okay with them. So, and I did change, like I said, I changed the PCM this time with the car because it's a very good possibility I had an issue in that. I was talking with a guy, we were talking about the injector drive in the car. We could have a weak injector drive. So, like I said, we weren't able to say, hey, here it is. And so we kind of just, you know, cleaned up all the areas that it could possibly been in. Do I regret the setup? Um, no, I don't. Maybe in a little bit in a way. I don't really regret it. Um, I definitely, it's been a long build. Um, I probably could have built 4 or 5 cars with this, with the what's set up in this car. You know what I mean? I think about that a little bit. But I don't really regret it. It's all trial and error, man. I really love to do this shit. It's like, here's the thing. Will I build the first year of a car again, the first design of the motor? No, that's my first time doing that. I won't do that again. I'll wait until some other guys figure it out. I'll let them figure it out first, and then I'll go ahead for it. Decided to go with the sleeper kit, so I'll need to the pump anyways. Well, yeah, if you go with the sleeper kit, you're gonna need the pump because the turbos are too low. No, Victor, John Jr. spent a lot of time on this car, looking over logs, looking over everything, and there was nothing we could see. We tried multiple different tunes in the car. It had nothing. There was nothing that he could see on his end. We were able to see a little bit of a misfire issue around cruising speeds on the highway, around 65 to 70. The car would experience a little misfire, and that possibly could have been due to the fact that number 5 piston was actually chewed up pretty bad. So, but there was nothing like in the tune or in the logs that said, look in this area. Everything looked good. That's why we're kind of all stumped with what's going on with it. I like the Mickey Thompson CT Street R. I do. It really depends. I also like a slick. I'll run a slick on the street. We do a lot of street racing, and we'll run a full slick, a bias ply tire on the street. So, but here's the thing too. A bias type plier is something you need to get used to. I don't suggest, even if you're an experienced drag racer, I don't suggest you just get in a car with a bias ply tire at 12 pounds or 11 pounds of pressure and take it down the track or take it down the street. You have to learn the tire. They are, they're not as tight and they get a little squirrely. So it's something you have to really learn. It's all preference, it's all preference, power, um, things of that nature. But I do like the ET Street R. Actually, that's what's on the car right now. You see it? That's a 305 4517. These rims are going to be for sale soon, guys. They're going to be for sale. I have the fronts too. Let me catch up here, guys. Also, I know you must have. Yeah. Me too, Bullock. Will the computer not pull enough timing to prevent piston damage due to knock? So, here's the thing. Or do you have knock stuff disabled? No, the knock sensors are not disabled. Uh, the knock was isolated to cylinder 5 pretty much. So it's definitely a fuel issue, one way or another, air fuel ratio issue, or it could even been just a timing off. I mean, let me show you guys something. I don't know where it's at. Let me see. Hold on. So anyway, I don't know if you guys know what a reluctor plate is, but let me see if I can find it for you real quick. All right, I don't know where exactly where it got to, but a reluctor plate is what the crank sensor reads. It has little teeth on it, and it reads the position of the crank. All right. When I pulled the motor out this time, I noticed one of my teeth on the reluctor plate were bent. Could that have caused the issue? Possibly. What's the chances? I don't know. Slim to none. I probably should have got a check engine light or something like that, but I didn't. So it's really, like I said, guys, it's really hard to say what was going on with this motor. We really went through every area, like fine tooth comb, and just looked at this car, and we weren't able to say like, hey, there it is. But so you would think that the computer would pull enough timing, um, but it obviously wasn't. Um, Underfed Coyote. What year car? I really think it's a computer issue with the third gen cars. I really do. That's why I changed the computer, because I was getting some really weird things going on too. Last time, I had the car out. The last couple times I had the car out, that I noticed. And I'm really aware of my car, the way it runs, and every little noise it makes. Like, I'm really fine tuning my car. And the last couple times I had the car out, after laying into the pedal, taking out a couple gears, on decel, the motor would, decel down maybe 2 grand, 3 grand, 2 grand, and I'd just be coasting to a stop. I would notice that the RPMs would pin. All right, they would, my tack on my cluster would pin all the way into the red, and stay there for 4 to 5 seconds. But my engine was at like 2 grand. You know what I mean? No gas pedal, no nothing. And I really thought that was really strange. And it's definitely some type of electronic glitch or something with the computer. So that's one of the reasons why I changed the computer out. Yeah, them 28 10 and a halves are pretty. That's what we run on the Fox body. Well, we run a pro radio. We run a radio on that too. But like I said, them slicks, they are sketchy as fuck. You have to be experienced. I remember the very first time I took a car down the track with a full slick on there, and I came out of the hole. Car pulled like a 1 260 foot, and came out of the hole. Got a little. They didn't break tires, just trailed a little bit. And then when I got the car, as soon as I got it in the third up top, it was probably about 100, 110 mile an hour. Maybe at like, I felt the car getting a little squirrely, and I got scared and I let out. And because it was my first pass on a slick. And, that's normal. So you have to get the feel for that tire. And so, like I said, you have to really, really learn the tire. Thanks, Bullock. Once you have a blemish, only rough spot on the piston due to, if you want a bit tune, it can give you a knock. If you don't want to boost. What's up, Mike? Where you been, buddy? No, we didn't desensify the knock sensors. Um, I thought about it. Me and John talked about it, and I was, I pulled one of the plugs out and bore scoped, and I could see we had true knock. So we didn't desensitize. We didn't desensitize the knock sensors. Yeah, it had pre-detonation. It was over time too. You seen that piston, Mike? What's it throwing a code for? Wait, it just jumps. Throwing codes for what? Mike, you gonna tune that EcoBoost pickup truck you got? It is true, Mike. You can run. You should run a bias all the way around. Um, that's for if you're seasoned with the tire. I mean, you know how to drive the car with the tire. Like I said, we run a bias out back. And we run a radial up front. But we know the car very well. But it is a lot easier to control the car with bias all the way around because when you got a radial up front and you just turn the wheel a little bit, it turns the car very fast. If you have a bias up front and you turn the wheel a little bit, the car kind of rolls, the front rolls with the back. What's the matter back there? I hear you. There was no false knock. Nothing was desensitized. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I just want to give you guys a little brief update. Motors in the car. We're gonna put the drive shaft in and button up whatever I got to button up on the bottom. Lower the car down and then start working on the turbos, and then so forth and so on. I'm really shooting by like Friday, turnkey by Friday. We will stream it. Everything will be live. Well, the start anyway. A lot of you guys have been messaging me, asking me to do this all streamed, and I'm in here by myself doing this work, so it's a little difficult to stream it. I mean, I could stream it, but it's just it's just hard. It's not, you know what I mean. And I just really want to get it done. I don't really have much time to work on the car, so I'm only coming over maybe 5:36, and then working on the car till about 9:30. So very limited time working on the car. But like I said, I got the big part in. Um, I want to say I'm probably 45% completed with the car. Even though the motor's in, you would think it's more, but the turbo kit is pretty serious on this car. It's a lot of work. So I just wanted to give you a good update on the car, and stay tuned, man. We're gonna have this thing running soon, and we're gonna send it. So God bless, and I'll see you guys soon.